5.3 million tumble dryers with a confirmed fire risk. Whirlpool New offered a modification program instead of replacements, and in documented cases, British consumers waited 11 years for an engineer. Nobody was prosecuted. That is where this video starts. What you are about to get is the list that does not exist on any shop floor in the UK. The brands that appliance engineers and independent repair technicians actually buy for their own homes, and the specific reasons why those brands never appear in the staff training manual at Currys. You will also get the component level mechanism that converts a 15-year machine into a 5-year one, and a 4-point check you can run on your phone before handing over a penny. Here is the fact that holds all of it together. The brand most British consumers instinctively trust is almost always the brand whose reputation was built by a company that no longer owns it. British households spend an average of £1,800 on kettles alone over 30 years. Not washing machines, kettles. The Heating and Hot Water Industry Council documented a 340% increase in kettle unit sales between 1995 and 2015. Demand did not grow by 340%. The lifespan collapsed and the replacement sales followed. Which Magazine's 2022 reliability survey confirmed that UK consumers pay a 15 to 22% brand premium over equivalent European buyers for appliances with demonstrably shorter lifespans. You pay more, you get less. Then the machine breaks. In London or Manchester, you might find an independent repair technician within a week. The diagnostic call-out alone costs £80 to £120 before a single part is touched. In Norwich, Carlisle or Aberystwyth, that wait stretches to 2 to 3 weeks. Parts compound the problem. When a bearing fails on a 4-year-old machine in Leeds, the part is frequently not in Birmingham. It is back-ordered from a European distribution hub, assuming the manufacturer has not already discontinued it. Meanwhile, the laundromat is charging £8 a load twice a week. The UK appliance market was built to sell you the machine. Everything after that is your problem. To understand why the brands on this list matter, you need to understand what changed inside the machine. In the 1970s and the 1980s, a washing machine was a mechanical system, accessible bearings, replaceable components. A technician ordered a £30 part, spent 40 minutes on the job, and the machine ran for another decade. Here is what changed, and it did not happen by accident. Starting in the late 1990s, manufacturers switched to sealed drum assemblies. The bearing is permanently integrated into the outer tub housing as a single unit. When it fails, you cannot replace just the bearing. You replace the entire assembly. In the UK, that conversation starts at £300 and frequently ends at £450 on a machine you paid £350 for. That is not a repair decision. That is a replacement decision. Which is exactly the point. The outer tub used to be stainless steel. Manufacturers replaced it with plastic. Cheaper, lighter, and when it cracks under thermal stress, it triggers the same £450 conversation as a failed bearing. A Norwegian study found washing machine lifespans dropped 45% over recent decades, from 19.2 years down to 10.6 years. That is not wear and tear getting worse. That is engineering getting more intentional. When a private equity firm acquires a consumer brand, the standard playbook mandates a 20 to 35% reduction in bill of materials cost within 18 to 36 months. A capacitor rated for 105 degrees Celsius is replaced with one rated for 85 degrees Celsius. A drum bearing is packed with 60% of the grease volume required for a 15-year service life. Each substitution saves pennies at manufacture and moves the failure point from 12 years to 5 years. None of it is detectable at point of sale. That is not a design flaw. That is a design decision. Currys controls approximately 49% of the UK electricals retail market and operates a margin structure that rewards suppliers who hit specific wholesale price points. Brands that cannot meet those price points lose shelf placement. A former Hotpoint product manager confirmed this directly in a 2019 Guardian investigation. Product designers are briefed to hit a cost ceiling, not a quality standard. The durability conversation never happens on the shop floor because it is not in the interest of anyone standing on it. Now, to the specific brands doing the most damage to British consumers right now. Whirlpool Corporation owns Hotpoint and Indesit in the UK. Acquired through its purchase of Indesit in 2014 for €758 million. The 2016 tumble dryer recall covering 5.3 million machines is the largest domestic appliance safety recall in British history. Whirlpool's response was a modification program, not a replacement. Documented waiting times extended to 11 years. The consumer group, which called for a product ban in 2019. There were 0 prosecutions. If you own a Hotpoint or Indesit tumble dryer purchased before 2016, check the Whirlpool recall register using your model number now. Russell Hobbs was acquired by Spectrum Brands in 2010. Spectrum entered Chapter 11 bankruptcy in 2009. No UK manufacturing remains, which records failure rates of 28 to 34% within 3 years for current Russell Hobbs kettles and toasters. Independent technicians report consistent element weld point failure within 18 to 30 months in hard water areas, which covers the majority of southern and eastern England. The name did not change, the engineering did. Group SEB controls approximately 23% of the UK small appliances market through Tefal, Rowenta and Moulinex. Independent repair technicians have documented that Tefal actuator switches and Rowenta motor assemblies are now interchangeable. 2 brands at meaningfully different price points, running the same component platform. The premium is a retail fiction with no engineering foundation. The pattern across all 3 is identical. Sealed components, shortened parts windows, and a warranty structure calibrated to the expected failure timeline, not to your benefit. Before the list, one question. Think about the last appliance you replaced. Did you replace it because it was beyond repair? Or because the repair quote came back suspiciously close to the cost of a new machine? Drop your answer in the comments. Because that gap is not a pricing coincidence. It is the economic architecture of a replacement market. What follows is not in any manufacturer's brochure. It is not on any shop floor. It is the list that circulates among repair engineers who have spent careers watching the same brands fail on the same timelines, and who buy something completely different when it is their own money. Merely. Every machine tested to the equivalent of 20 years of regular home use. Not a sample batch, every unit. That standard was independently verified by Stiftung Warentest, Germany's consumer testing organization. The capacitor is rated for the temperature the machine will actually generate across 2 decades. The drum bearing carries the full grease volume to reach that point. These are not specifications chosen to pass a compliance test. They are specifications chosen by a company that has committed to a 20-year design life and has to build to it. Miele is privately owned by the Miele family and has publicly refused approaches from private equity. A company with no external shareholders and no quarterly earnings call is free to commit to 20-year parts availability, without an investor relations department unwinding that commitment at year 8. Miele operates its own UK service network, using employed engineers with centrally stocked parts. When the engineer arrives, the part is in the van. In the UK, washing machines range from £999 to £2,200. Available through John Lewis and Miele Direct. An honest caveat: proprietary door hinge engineering on integrated appliances limits independent repair. Budget for Miele's own service network. By direct comparison, a Hotpoint drum cannot be accessed for bearing replacement without replacing the entire outer tub assembly. A Miele drum can be accessed for bearing replacement. Hotpoint parts are documented as discontinued in some cases at year 5. Miele parts are guaranteed available for 20 years. Bosch. One reason above all others, even before any specification is mentioned. Bosch commits to making spare parts available for a minimum of 15 years after a model launches in the UK. In a market where 3 to 5 year parts discontinuation is standard, 15 years is not a feature, it is a philosophy. It means someone at Bosch decided the relationship with the customer does not end at the point of sale. Their front-load washers consistently rank at the top of which magazine reliability surveys. Their drum seals are built to a tighter tolerance than the United Kingdom industry standard, and the motors are brushless, eliminating a wear component that often fails on conventional designs at around the 7-year mark. The United Kingdom price range is £550 to £1,100. Honest caveat: complex electronic control boards mean these are not simple machines to service independently. Verify there is an authorized service center in your region before buying. LG, but only in one specific configuration, makes a direct drive motor that eliminates the belt between the motor and the drum entirely. Fewer moving parts, less vibration, less cumulative wear. LG backs the direct drive motor with a 10-year warranty in the UK, the longest motor warranty available from a major brand on British shelves. The configuration warning matters. These numbers apply specifically to LG's front-load direct drive lineup. LG also makes top-load and budget-tier machines that do not use this system and do not carry the same reliability record. The sales assistant at Currys will not tell you the difference matters. It does. In the UK, the price range is £599 to £999 for the direct drive front-load lineup. Spear & Jackson, made in Sheffield since 1760. Known for Sheffield steel. The Royal Horticultural Society has endorsed them. They offer a lifetime guarantee on hand tools through Screwfix and Toolstation. Prices range from £18 to £85. Honest caveat: the power tool range introduced in the 2010s is not manufactured in the UK and does not carry the same pedigree. Buy the hand tools. To make the comparison direct, a budget spade at £12 fails within 3 to 5 seasons. A Spear & Jackson spade at £35 with a lifetime guarantee is a single purchase. Taylor's Eyewitness was established in 1838. It is still producing knives at the Brelades Works in Sheffield. The buying signal is physical, the words "Made in Sheffield" stamped on the blade. The brand also produces lower-cost overseas lines under the same name. The brand name alone is not sufficient. Look at the blade. If the Sheffield stamp is absent, it is a different product at a different standard. They are available through John Lewis and direct. Prices range from £25 to £180 for kitchen knife sets. 4 checks. Run them on your phone before you pay. Check 1. Search the brand name plus parent company on Companies House or Crunchbase. A private equity acquisition in the last 15 years invalidates the pre-acquisition reputation entirely. Spectrum acquired Russell Hobbs in 2010. Whirlpool acquired Hotpoint in 2014. Both take under 60 seconds to confirm. Check 2. Search the product model number on espares.co.uk. Fewer than 20 available SKUs, or lead times over 7 days, means the product was designed for replacement, not repair. Check 3. Find the brand's Which reliability score for the category. Below 60% for still working after 5 years is a hard disqualifier. Not a caution. A disqualifier. Check 4. Ask the retailer in writing whether they will repair, replace or refund under the Consumer Rights Act 2015 if the product fails within 6 years. A retailer who declines to confirm this in writing is a retailer to walk away from. In writing is non-negotiable. Now the numbers. 3-path. 25-year horizon. All figures in pounds. Budget path. Hotpoint NSWIE 845C at approximately £279. Lifespan 5 to 7 years. Repair cost at first failure £120 to £180. Over 25 years, 3 to 4 replacements, 2 to 3 repair attempts, council disposal fees up to £240. Total £1,400 to £1,800. 4 machines in landfill. Buy it once path. Miele W1 Classic at approximately £1,099. Lifespan 18 to 20 years. Stiftung Warentest verified. 1 to 2 service visits at £85 to £140 each. Total £1,350 to £1,500. The machine that costs £820 more to buy costs the same or less to own over 25 years and produces 1/4 of the landfill volume. Mid-range path. A Bosch or LG direct drive front loader in the £599 to £799 range, passing all 4 framework checks. Run the checks on the specific model. Any machine that passes all 4 at your budget is the rational choice. The sticker price is the least important number you will see in any shop this weekend. 5.3 million tumble dryers. That is where this started. Whirlpool chose a modification program because the legal consequences were none. That decision was not exceptional. It was rational inside a system where the warranty expires before the failure begins. The retail market is controlled by a single gatekeeper with a 49% share, and the enforcement body is running at half its 2010 budget. The replacement cycle is not a side effect of modern manufacturing. It is the revenue model. The brand name is how they get you to fund it willingly.